So today we're going to practice all of our different techniques for adding value to our name art. This first technique that I'm doing is actually called contour hatching. In order to contour hatch, what we do is we take our marker and we just create lines that go along with the shape that we are drawing. So as you can see, I am adding value to a circle by just creating these C shapes and following the same shape as the circle or the sphere that I'm drawing. So my lines are going to get a little bit closer together and overlap each other when I want to show more darkness. And then they're going to get a little bit more spread out as I show more light or less darkness. So I am just creating C shapes. I'm doing the same shape over and over, and I'm following the shape of the circle to create my contour hatching. After I do that, I'm going to go to another circle and I'm going to do cross hatching. So essentially, I'm doing that same shape, that same C shape along my circle, but instead of just doing the lines that go as a C shape, I'm actually adding a cross. So I'm going to be making two separate lines now. Instead of just making a C line, I am actually adding lines that go almost horizontal to create more value. Remember, in order to create darker areas, all you need to do is just continue to do your cross hatching over and over in order to make more lines so that it looks a little bit darker. Cross hatching is just making essentially crosses or lines that are crossing one another. So instead of just going up and down or a C shape, you might actually add lines that go across as well. You can add them however you like, but I'm just following the shape of the circle. Now I'm going to go to a third circle and I'm going to do something called just regular hatching. So all I am doing is I'm just creating lines that are horizontal. And remember, you can overlap those lines in order to make darker parts of your drawing. So in order to add more value, I can make my lines closer together or I can spread them out. I can also put more pressure onto the lines that I want to be, or the values that I want darker, in order to add a variety of value in my artwork. I would say that hatching is probably the easiest. You can just do it on one side of your art, but it's a super easy way to add value. And as I said, the closer your lines are together, the more value you will add. And my last way to add value is stippling. Stippling is quite annoying, to be honest. It takes a while, but I actually enjoy it. When you are stippling, I like to stipple smaller areas. So essentially, I'm just creating dots. My dots could be close together to add more value, or they can be further apart to add less value. It takes a while. Your hand may hurt, so I like to take a lot of breaks, but it does have a really nice effect. So the more dots that you add, the more value you'll have. The less dots you'll add, the more lightness you'll have. So it could look really nice on your name art because your items aren't going to be as large as a circle. They're going to be skinnier. So I do like to add stippling that way as well, adding value. And as you can see, my dots kind of get further and further apart as I want to add lighter parts to my circle. So I'm going to start to add some value onto my P and my A. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to outline my drawing. And remember, you can always erase your pencil marks after you add value. I am going to do a variety of different value drawings here. So I'm going to do cross hatching. I'm going to do regular hatching. I'm going to also do contour hatching and stippling. You are allowed to pick any type of value technique that you would like. You can add multiple value techniques. You could just do one. Let's take a look how I add value to my P, and I hope you enjoy this video.